Hello everyone, this is Ashley here from Adventures Across, and today I'm out over by the beautiful Fox River with my dogs. There's Augie. Sparky! Sparky! They were playing in the river, so they're pretty messy. Today I wanted to show you guys my atlas and where Austin and I have been so far, because we've been a lot of places and we've been through a lot of stuff, and it's been such a killer adventure. So without further ado, let me show you. So this is our atlas, and this is the East Coast, here's the West Coast, and we even have a little bit of Canada that we've been to. I was gifted this atlas from my friends in college. My senior year I worked at the sustainability office at UW-Whitewater, and they knew I had this travel bug and got me this atlas, and I filled it in, kind of. So, let's see. This whole adventure thing started for us when we met, basically 3.5 years ago. Austin and I just had this thing for traveling and haven't been able to stop traveling. We've been figuring out ways to travel on a budget and how to live on the road, and it's been a crazy adventure so far, and it's definitely been worth it. So let's see. I don't even know where to start because we've been so many places. So our first trip that we took was in 2015, I think. No, yeah, 2015, and that's when we went to Canada. We did a work exchange trip through workaway.info. I'll leave a link in the description about that. That was a great experience. So, where do we live? Can you even see it? Yeah, so we lived around this Kelowna place on a little farm for 2 months, and we got to explore this desert in Canada, and it's a wine country. Lots of mountain biking, great times. We were able to travel to Vancouver. We didn't have a car, we stayed with our hosts and they drove us places, or we went by bike. So that was the Canada trip, and I learned all about gardening and permaculture there. Definitely worth it. Before that, actually, we went to Colorado. We had Austin has some relatives and friends out there, so we were able to visit the Denver area. So that was, that was March 2015. So we were where is Denver? We were right here, went into the mountains a little bit. It was a great time. After that, I had to go back to school. For my senior year, and I finished my Bachelor's of Business Administration. Thank God. I was about to quit, but I kept going and made it through. After that, so April 2016, a friend of mine invited us to go to North Carolina with her because she was scouting homes out there, and we couldn't say no, so we just went for it, and we saw waterfalls. We saw a lot of waterfalls. I'll show you where that's at. So home base is in Wisconsin, like right by the border, somewhere right over there. So we drove down this road and landed in Asheville. So we saw Asheville, we saw the waterfalls. I don't even remember what these places were called. I have to go back to my photos. Yeah, that was a fun trip for sure. I spent my 22nd birthday there. After I graduated college, we decided to sell all of our stuff, everything, and we fit what we could in our little Chevy Cruze, and we left without a plan. We had some work exchange trips set up through Workaway. The first one was in Taos, New Mexico. It didn't work out, let's just say that, and we had to leave without any notice. And that's when our road life began. We just had a tent and we made a camp kitchen. We had a bag full of pantry items, a couple duffel bags full of clothes, just the essentials. I mean, I brought some books and journals, obviously, because I can't live without books and journals. And some instruments. Believe it or not, we fit a lot in that little car. Oh, and snowboards and skis and skateboards. Oh my gosh, I can't even. Maybe I'll put the picture of what our car looked like in this video because it's very comical. So, I'll show you the map again. So we made this really long journey from Wisconsin. We followed this road here through Nebraska. Nothing to see there really. And then we started this Colorado road trip type thing. We saw the Great Sand Dunes somewhere down here. Yeah, Great Sand Dunes. Then we went down to Taos. Our escape route went like this. From Taos, we went to Durango, went to a skate park, went through some snow and shit, then landed in Grand Junction at the Colorado National Monument. And it was just so amazing there. We stayed at this place called Miracle Rock. We found on freecampsites.net. There was no one there, and it was a full campground. There were fire pits, there were picnic tables. We were very lucky that no one was there. Free to stay there. In the morning we got up and hiked and went, I don't know, they just had a hiking trail. It was really fun. Alright, this video is getting pretty long, so I'm going to try to do the rest of this pretty quick. Oh my god. So, after that, we visited some friends in Salt Lake City, went down to Zion National Park, and it was too hot for us there at the time, so we went back to Salt Lake City, said hi to our friends again, and then we went up to the Grand Tetons and Yellowstone National Park. After that, we went down through here, went to Dinosaur, Colorado. No one was in that national park, and we just had a killer time. I think we went around this way to Rocky Mountain National Park, went through Denver again, then we did this huge circle thing. Oh yeah, we went to Colorado Springs. They had a really cool skate park. We went to, what is that place called? Steamboat Springs, and we met this geologist there and slept by a river, kind of like the one I'm sitting at, and there was like a deer carcass next to our tent, and this guy's dog, this geologist's dog, found it, and we were like freaking shit. We were scared to live there for the night because we didn't want a mountain lion to visit us. Then the next morning he taught us how to pan for gold, and we found a little bit, and it was really fun. Okay. Then we were supposed to see a Steely Dan concert at Red Rocks. It did not work out. We showed up, Steve Winwood sang a song called Can't Find My Way Home. It started downpouring, hail, flash flood. The whole place got flooded out and we had to leave. So after that, we decided to go to Oregon. And that's when we did this. I don't even know which way we took, but we went up this, and we lived in Newport, or Steel Rock actually. First we tried roommates, didn't work. Then we had the opportunity to live in an off-grid cabin for 8 months, so that's what we did. We renovated this cabin, and oh my gosh, it was such an adventure, but honestly, the rain is not for me or Austin. We couldn't snowboard like we wanted to, because Newport's here, and Mount Hood is like up here somewhere. It was 4 hours. Not worth it. Then this year in, I think it was March, I think we did this around my birthday again, we took a California-Arizona road trip. So we went down 101, visited my uncle, saw San Francisco, we did shit in Phoenix, or actually he lived in Scottsdale. And then we went to my dream place, Joshua Tree, and holy shit was that awesome. It was, I think that was like my favorite national park of all time. I want to go back there so bad. Alright, let's see. Then after that we were kind of scouting somewhere to live, but because we didn't want to go home to Wisconsin. And, you know, living in your car in a tent is kind of brutal sometimes. It's not the most glamorous life. I mean, I'm glad I did it, but next time we're gonna do it a little bit better and not be so, like, limited, I guess. Alright, so back to the map. We went up through Fresno. We thought we would like it there. Saw Sacramento, and it reminded me a lot about living here in Wisconsin. And I liked that there, but it was so bloody expensive. We visited some friends in Lake Tahoe because they snowboard up there, and my gosh, that was awesome. We went back up through here and ended up there. Then we decided to come back home to Wisconsin to start over basically with this lifestyle and do it a little bit better because the car wasn't working. So that's where I am right now. But from Newport we drove all along the Columbia River Gorge, up through Spokane, Killer Skate Park, went to Coeur d'Alene, Missoula, Montana, Billings, Montana, all the way through here, South Dakota. We didn't do much sightseeing because we just wanted to get home. And then we landed back where we started. Then, believe it or not, we were going to try to go to Vermont and do a work exchange trip there. So, and then we went to visit some family in Tennessee in June. So we went down here and went into the middle of nowhere in Missouri. Then we went down to Tennessee. I saw Nashville. Went all the way up through Ohio and Kentucky. I got to see where I was born in Buffalo, and that was really cool. Saw Niagara Falls again. Went all the way up to Vermont. Visited Burlington. Went to the Mother Earth News Fair. Then, 3 days in, we decided that we didn't like it because our host didn't like Sparky Boy. And Sparky Boy is our pride and joy. So, you know, it just wasn't working out. So we left and came all the way home. I don't know if I think we came across 90 here. I didn't draw that in. And then let's see, at the end of August, around Labor Day, we decided to go and see Lake Superior because we've never been up there before, and we went and stayed up in the Porcupine Mountains. And that's where we left off, but look at this map and look at all the roads we still have to travel. So this story's not over yet. It's still getting written. So if you have any questions about my journey, let me know. If you want to know how we did this shit, let me know. It's crazy and it's bold and scary as shit, but that's what life's all about. Living free. Let's see. I started an Etsy store. Please visit it. I design t-shirts and screen print them myself. I make my own screens, and that's a long process too. I could show you another time. But here's one of my shirts. This is my first one, so it's not the best. Manifest the best. It's kind of like a mantra, you know? Positive affirmations. If you say you're manifesting the best, you're always going to have the best. So please visit my Etsy store. I make these custom order. I buy the shirts from like resale shops, but I make sure that they're good quality and they don't have stains or anything. And then I put my design on them, and that way I don't add to consumer waste, or like, you know, I'm supporting a thrift store. I'm not creating new t-shirts. I'm using ones that are already in existence, and then I put my design on it, and I'm doing my best to help spread positive words and positive feelings around the planet, because that's what the world needs right now. I also sell antiques and vintage clothing and other things that I make on my Etsy store, so I appreciate you checking it out. It's worth it. So worth it. So I hope you like this video. Please like it, comment, share, say whatever you want to me. I love it. Please. This is my pride and joy. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Love you lots, and I'll see you next time.